हरिः ओं नमः सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य कृदन्तप्रकरणस्य 99तमः पाठः। अस्मिन् वर्गे ताच्छीलिकप्रकरणस्य अध्ययनं प्रारभामहे। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीयं विरच्यते। सिद्धान्तकौमुद्याः अस्य वर्गस्य प्रयोजनानि। सिद्धान्तकौमुद्याः कृदन्तप्रकरणस्य सर्वेषां सूत्राणां विस्तारेण अध्ययनं, यत्र आवश्यकं तत्र अन्येषां व्याख्यानानां साहाय्येन शास्त्राध्ययनं, सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः यथा योग्यं कृत्प्रत्यययोजनं, कृत्प्रत्यये परे रूपनिर्माणप्रक्रियायाः अभ्यासः, अष्टाध्याय्याः तृतीयाध्यायस्य कण्ठस्थीकरणम्। पूर्वेषु वर्गेषु अस्माभिः आदिस्थानि पञ्चकरपत्राणि अधीतानि। तत्र वर्तमानकालनिर्देशकाः प्रत्ययः पञ्चमं पत्रं, तत्रैव तस्मिन्नेव पत्रे मध्ये विद्यमानाः केचन विषयाः, केचन प्रत्ययाः, कानिचन सूत्राणि ततः निष्कास्य अग्रिमपत्रे संस्थापितानि सन्ति. So you can see here 32124 इत्यतः 32178 इति यावन्ति सूत्राणि सर्वाणि वर्तमानाधिकारे एव सन्ति, परन्तु एतानि पृथग् रूपेण षष्ठे करपत्रे ताच्छीलिकाः इत्यस्मिन् प्रकरणे स्थापितानि सन्ति। अतः सर्वे ताच्छीलिकाः प्रत्ययाः वर्तमाने अधिकारे एव पाठिताः सन्ति। इदानीम् अपि वर्तमानाधिकारः प्रचलन् अस्ति। अस्य अधिकारस्य इत्युक्ते ताच्छीलिकप्रकरणस्य व्याप्तिः आक्वेस्तच्छील तद्धर्म तत्साधुकारिषु इति अत्र अधिकारविधानम्। अस्मात् सूत्रात् आरभ्य तत्र तृन् इति प्रथमः प्रत्ययः, तदनन्तरम् इष्णुच् अस्ति, क्स्नु अस्ति, घिनुण् अस्ति, भिन्नाः प्रत्ययाः सन्ति। अन्ते भ्राजभासधुर्विद्युतो जिप्रुजुग्रावस्तु अक्विप् अन्येभ्योऽपि दृश्यते इति यावत् पर्यन्तम् अस्य प्रकरणस्य व्याप्तिः विद्यते। So there are a couple of things that we want to discuss specifically about this Tachilikaha. First question that we want to discuss at this particular time is Kimartham etesham sarvesham sutranam pruthak karapatre sthapanam krutam. Why not have all these sutras collected under the Vartamanadhikara itself? So there are two fundamental reasons for that, and both of these will be very useful when we study this entire prakaranam. सर्वप्रथमं तु तत्र प्रथमं सूत्रं पश्यामश्चेत् तत्र प्रथमं कारणं स्पष्टं भवेत्। अस्मिन् प्रकरणे ताच्छीलिकप्रकरणे पाठिताः सर्वे अपि प्रत्ययाः विशिष्टेषु अर्थेषु विधीयन्ते. So in general we all know that कर्तरी कृत इत्यनेन सर्वे कृत् प्रत्ययाः धातुभ्यः कर्तृर्थे एव भवन्ति. Unless otherwise indicated, a krut pratyaya will always represent a karta, the doer of the action. So kru plus trich, karta, patha plus trich, or anuvula, pathaka, they are all the doers of that action. What tachilika pratyayas, the pratyayas given in this particular sheet do is that they take this doer at one more level above than just being a normal doer. So for example, if you ask or if you say Devadattaha Pathayati, Devadatta teaches. So then immediately these Tachilika Pratyas will ask you a question, or in this particular Prakaranam, we will ask a question on the top of this basic presumption, basic statement Devadattaha Pathayati. We'll ask a question, Devadatta is teaching. Why is he teaching? Is he teaching because it is his habit, it is his general attitude to teach? Or is he teaching because he has been appointed in a certain university and teaching is his duty? Or is he teaching or if you or even if he is neither appointed in university or neither it is his duty nor it is his habit, he's just teaching the subject very well. So whether he has that particular sheelam, tat sheelam, whether he has that particular attitude or habit of teaching, or whether he has that particular dharma, duty of teaching, or whether even if he doesn't have either of them, he is doing that particular action in a very well manner, sadhukari. So if we can qualify that particular teaching in one of these three ways, tat sheelam, tat dharma, no chet tat sadhukarita. If we can qualify that particular action in one of these three ways, then the way to express that in terms of the krit pratyayas is to use one of the pratyayas in the Tachilika Prakaranam. So normally saying Devadatta teaches is definitely okay, is definitely good, sufficient, it has no issues. But if we want to add an additional meaning on the top of it, पाठयति तदस्य शीलमस्ति, नो चेत् पाठयति तत् तस्य धर्मः अस्ति, कर्तव्यमस्ति, नो चेत् सम्यक् रूपेण पाठयति. So these three important components, tat शीलं, tat dharma, and tat sadhukarita, these three are expressed using, or in order to express these three, we will use a specialized pratyaya given in sheet number 6. So sarve tachilika pratyayaha ये मूलरूपेण वर्तमानाधिकारे एव पाठिताः सन्ति, पृथग् रूपेण षष्ठे करपत्रे किमर्थं स्थाप्यन्ते इति चेत् तत्र विशिष्टप्रकारस्य कर्तुः बोधनं भवति. तच्छीलकर्ता धात्वर्थः स्वभावः, इन्हेरेंट एटीट्यूड, स्वभावः अस्य. सो फलस्य अपेक्षां विना स्वभावतः एव कार्यं करोति. सो सिंपल एग्जांपल, सूर्यः उदेति, नदी वहति, वायुः वहति, पर्वतः तिष्ठति. So all these are basically the swabhava, the sheelam of those entities. This particular behavior we can use, or we can, the karta of that particular behavior, we can reference it by saying it is a tachila karta, and then we can use one of those pratyas in sheet number 6 to explain or to express that. Similarly, tadharma karta, तस्य धातोः अर्थः पाठनम् इति उदाहरणं, तस्य आचारणं, तस्य धर्मः अस्ति. So it is not his swabhava. A typical university professor, he is more inclined towards doing the research, but because he has the university post, he is expected to teach a few sessions. So swabhavah nasti chedapi acharam manusritya karyam karoti. He does that particular work because it is his duty. So sadhu tapati. So he has a duty because he is a sadhu. He has certain rules and regulations on how he has to lead his life, and therefore he is doing the tapa. Or it is neither his shilam nor it is his dharma, but still he can do that particular action very well. So dhatvartham samyak karoti, शीलम नास्ति, धर्मः नास्ति चेदपि सम्यक् कार्यं करोति. So छात्रः पाठयति. A student, he is expected to study. His teaching is neither his usual habit typically, nor it is his duty. His duty is to study. But still, a student of the class is able to teach in a very precise manner. He can execute that action in a perfect manner. So we say tat sadhukari karta, धात्वर्थम सम्यक करोति, अतः अत्र शीलं नो चेत् धर्मः नास्ति चेदपि अत्र अस्य प्रत्यय, अस्य अर्थस्य बोधनं भवति. तदर्थम् अत्र अस्मिन् करपत्रे पाठिताः प्रत्ययाः भवितुम् अर्हन्ति. So there is a question over here. The question says that is any karta expected to be one of these three? The answer is obviously no. You can have a general karta who is, it's not, for example, acharya pathayati. Maybe it is not his attitude, or it is not his inclination, it is not his habit to teach. Maybe it is not part of his duty, and maybe he's not doing it in a precise manner, but still he does it. So we can always have a karta which does not fit in any of these three particular categories, and then you can always use other pratyayas like ganavul pratyaya, truch pratyaya, or the pratyayas outside this particular sheet number 6. So specifically, when you don't want to express this additional information, like you just, all that you care is somebody is doing the ghata, kumbham karoti, he is doing the ghata. You do not want to express or give out any additional information like whether pottery making is his habit, or whether it is his duty, or whether it is he is doing it in a flawless manner. You do not want to give out any of that information, so then you don't come to sheet number 6. You already have pratyas in sheet number 2, 3, or 5, wherever, and you should be able to use those pratyas. So only when you want to give this additional piece of information, either tat शीलम or tat dharma or tat sadhukarita. एते अर्थाः यत्र स्पष्टरूपेण वक्तव्याः तत्रैव अस्मिन् करपत्रे पाठिताः प्रत्ययाः प्रयुज्यन्ते. So you have a full set. It's not a small set of sutras. It's like 3 to 134. So starting from 134 up to 178, some 40 plus sutras are there in this particular list. And you can look at the variety of the pratyas. It's written on the top. Like trun, ishnu, snu, ghinud, vuing. It goes all the way. U, ki, kin, varach, quip. So actually pretty huge list or pretty diverse list of pratyayas. All these pratyayas are used to give this additional piece of information that he is the karta. In addition to that, he is either a tachila karta, a tadharma karta, or tat sadhukari karta. One of these three particular aspects is being expressed with these pratyayas. So that is the first reason why this particular section stands out and has been separated into Karapatram number 6, sheet number 6. The second reason, and probably the most important reason why we definitely need a separate sheet for these particular pratyayas, is because ताच्छीलिक प्रत्ययेषु वासरूप विधिः न प्रवर्तते. I have explained this particular point when we talked about Vasarupa Vidhi, but it was like many classes ago. So let me quickly give a recap. What is Vasarupa Vidhi? Sarvatra Krudanta Prakarane Yatra Yatra Asarupaha Apavadaha Asti Saha Apavadaha Utsargam Vikalpena Eva Badhate. The general rule in Ashtadhyayi is that the apavadas will compulsory block the utsarga. Specifically in Krudanta Prakaranam, that general rule is kept aside, and we have a special rule called Vasarupa Vidhihi. Vasarupostnyamiti sutram tatra apavadaha asarupaha asti chet utsargam vikalpena eva badhate sarupaha apavadaha tu nityam eva badhate. Now, on the top of it, there is a further exception given by a certain paribhasha in Paribhashendu Tachilikeshu Vasarupa Vidhirnasti. So, specifically in the Tachilika Prakaranam, that is to say, specifically in sheet number 6, we forget the Vasarupa Vidhi momentarily and we revert back to the original operating style of Ashtadhyayi, where we say the Apavada, whether it is a sarupa or asarupa, it will always compulsorily block the utsarga. So tachilika prakarane kim bhavati? Yatra yatra apavadaha vidyate saha apavadaha tatra asarupaha bhavet utasarupaha bhavet utsargam nityameva badhate vikalpena na badhate. So let's take two examples and understand. Let's read this prelude so that quick revision. कृदंत प्रकरणे वासरूपो स्त्रियाम् इत्यनेन सूत्रेण असरूपः अपवादः उत्सर्गं विकल्पेन एव बाधते, परन्तु ताच्छीलिक प्रकरणे अयं वासरूप विधिः नैव प्रवर्तते. It momentarily gets shut down for this particular sheet. इत्युक्ते ताच्छीलिक प्रकरणे विद्यमानः कोऽपि अपवादः सरूपः भवेत् असरूपः भवेत् utsargam nityameva badhate. And it is more powerful than what it looks, because it says tachilika prakarne vidyamanaha sarupaha asarupaha va apavadaha kutrapi vidyamanam utsargam nityameva badhate. So all that we care is that the apavada sits in sheet number 6. The utsarga can be in sheet number 6 or it can be somewhere outside. So tachilika prakaranastham utsargam ताच्छीलिक प्रकरणाद् बहिः विद्यमानम् उत्सर्गम् उत्सर्गः कुत्रापि अस्ति चेत् एतादृशम् उत्सर्गम् अयम् अपवादः नित्यमेव बाधते. सो ताच्छीलिक प्रकरणे विद्यमानः अपवादः अष्टाध्याय्यां कृदन्त प्रकरणे विद्यमानम् उत्सर्गम् नित्यमेव बाधते. So we will take two examples. We will take an example where Utsarga and Apavada are both in the Tachilika, and then we will take an example where where Apavada is in the Tachilika and Utsarga is outside Tachilika. So atra प्रारंभिक एव सूत्र प्रारंभिकं सूत्रद्वयं पश्यामः. तृन् इति अत्र प्रत्ययः, सूत्रमेव तृन्, प्रत्ययः अपि तृन्. तत्र सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः तृन् इति प्रत्ययः औत्सर्गिकरूपेण भवति। कदा भवति? ताच्छीलिकर्ता तद्धर्मकर्ता नो चेत् तत्साधुकारिकर्ता अस्ति चेत् भवति. So every time, every now and then, any time somebody starts learning grammar into a little bit details, first question that they will get is what is the difference between trun and truch pratyaya. I keep on seeing this question once every while for various grammar groups. So what is the difference between trun and truch? Truch is the normal kartari usage. Trun is an additional layer of meaning on the top of it. It is not just a karta, it is a karta which has been also decorated by tachila karta, tadharma karta or tatsadhukari karta. तस्यां स्थितौ सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः औत्सर्गिकरूपेण तृन् प्रत्ययः भवति. इदानीं तस्मादेव अग्रे अग्रिमं सूत्रमस्ति अलङ्कृयि निराकृयि and so on. अत्र धातूनाम् आवली दीयते. So there is a bunch of specific set of dhatus. These dhatus will get an ishnucha pratyaya. इदानीं सामान्यरूपेण अत्र किं दृश्यते? इष्णुच इति प्रत्ययः अपवादः, तृन् इति प्रत्ययः उत्सर्गः. अत्र इष्णुच इति प्रत्ययः तृन् प्रत्ययस्य अपेक्षया असरूपः अस्ति. अतः सामान्यरूपेण वासरूपविधिना इष्णुच इति प्रत्ययः तृन् प्रत्ययं विकल्पेन एव बाधेत. परन्तु अत्र ताच्छीलिकप्रकरणे वासरूपविधिः नैव प्रवर्तते. अतः अलङ्कृयि निराकृयि इत्यनेन सूत्रेण अलं प्लस क्रू निर प्लस आ प्लस क्रू एतेषां सर्वेषां विषये पाठितः इष्णुच् प्रत्ययः असरूपम् अपि उत्सर्गं तृन् इत्येतम् उत्सर्गं नित्यं बाधते. So that is one example where the utsarga and apavada are both in the tachilika section. There is an asarupa apavada which is blocking the utsarga. Alankruyi nirakruyi anena sutrena alankaranam shilamasya. So we will study the meaning of this. Anytime you write the vritti in this particular sheet number 6, you have to attach shilam asya, dharmaha asya, sadhukarita asya. These additional points always you have to attach. So alankaranam shilamasya asmin arthe alam plus kru ityasmad dhatoho कर्तुः निर्देशार्थम इष्णुच् प्रत्ययः भवति. तृन् अनेन सूत्रेण औत्सर्गिकरूपेण पाठितस्य तृन् प्रत्ययस्य अयम् अपवादः. So this is one example where the apavada and utsarga both are in the tachilika section. Apavada is asarupa as against the utsarga. Still the apavada blocks the utsarga. The second example is even more simpler. We have a trun pratyaya over here which gives the karta for all dhatus, and then all the way in sheet number 2 for an vul truchau we have an vul and truch as two different pratyayas that also give the karta. So karta क्रियायाः कर्ता इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे वुल् प्रत्ययः भवति, तृच् प्रत्ययः भवति. क्रियायाः कर्ता इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे तृन् प्रत्ययः अपि भवति. So trun is an additional layer of meaning has been attached, like tachila karta, tadharma karta, tatsadhukari karta asti chet trun pratyaya bhavati. But that does not mean that truch and vul will be blocked. When we say vul truchau ityanena kartararthen vul pratyaya bhavati, नो चेत् कर्तृर्थे तृच् प्रत्ययः भवति, तत्र सर्वे कर्तारः सन्ति, सर्वे प्रकाराः तत्र सन्ति चेदपि तत्र णवुल् प्रत्ययः नो चेत् तृच् प्रत्ययः अवश्यं भवितुम् अर्हति. So we have an outer subset which contains truch and vul, which applies for all the kartas, this outer set. And inside that there is a specialized set of tachila karta, tadharma karta or tatsadhukari karta, yatra trun iti pratyayah vidyate. Now see something very interesting happening. Let's look at the relationship between this trun pratyaya, which is a specialized pratyaya, and the truch pratyaya, which is given by navul truchau. Trun and truch pratyayas are sarupa pratyayas. When na and cha goes away, they get the same final form. Therefore, vasarupa vidhi asti ched api trun pratyayena truch pratyayasya badha avashyam bhavati. So whether you apply vasarupa vidhi or whether you don't apply vasarupa vidhi, trun will always block truch. Why? Because they are sarupa pratyayas. So vasarupa vidhi does not even come in the picture. But what is the relationship between trun pratyaya and vula pratyaya? तत्र णवुल इति असरूपः प्रत्ययः, णवुल तथा तृन् एतौ असरूप प्रत्ययौ, अतः तत्र असरूपः अपवादः तृन् इति णवुल प्रत्ययं केवलं विकल्पेनैव बाधेत, परन्तु तत्र वासरूप विधिः न प्रवर्तते, अतः तृन् प्रत्ययः णवुल प्रत्ययं नित्यं बाधते. So exactly the same argument that we did for trun and ishnuch, now we are doing it for णवुल and trun. णवुल is the utsarga because it is applicable for all dhatus, all kartas. Trun is an apavada because it is applicable for all dhatus but specialized karta. So atra trun pratyayah samanya rupena vasrupa vidhi asti ched णवुल प्रत्ययम सह विकल्पेन बाधेत, because vasrupa vidhi says that asarupa apavada will optionally block the utsarga, परंतु अत्र वासरूप विधि नास्ति, अतः अत्र तृन् इति सूत्रेण तत्शीलम् अस्य अस्मिन् अर्थे सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः कर्तृनिर्देशार्थं यः तृन् इति प्रत्ययः पाठ्यते सः णवुल तृचौ इत्येन निर्दिष्टस्य णवुल प्रत्ययस्य तथा च तृच् प्रत्ययस्य अपवादः. So we can actually see both the examples. There is an asarupa utsarga and there is a sarupa utsarga. Both of them we don't really bring any of them in the picture. Both of them are completely blocked because there is absolutely no vasarupa vidhi in this particular ताच्छीलिक प्रकरणम्. अतः अत्र परिभाषेन्दुशेखरे विद्यमाना इयं परिभाषा ताच्छीलिकेषु वासरूप विधिर्नास्ति, अस्मिन् ताच्छीलिक प्रकरणे यत्र यत्र अपवादः उक्तः अस्ति तत्र तत्र सः अपवादः उत्सर्गं नित्यं बाधते. The normal mechanism of Ashtadhyayi prevails in the Tachilika Prakaranam. Now at this point in time, I want to go in a little bit details about this paribhasha, Tachilikeshu Vasarupa Vidhirnasti, and discuss some interesting fancy aspects of this particular paribhasha. तत्र अस्माभिः प्रथमः अयं प्रश्नः चिन्तनीयः, ताच्छीलिकेषु वासरूपविधिर्नास्ति इत्यस्य किं प्रमाणम् इति प्रश्नः. So just because Nagesha says ताच्छीलिकेषु वासरूपविधिर्नास्ति, we are not going to agree with it. Is there a bhashya pramana over there? Has Panini or has Bhashyakara explicitly, demonstrated somewhere that ताच्छीलिकेषु वासरूपविधिः नास्ति? So ताच्छीलिकेषु वासरूपविधिः नास्ति इत्यस्य सूत्रस्य किं प्रमाणम्? What is the proof that अत्र अस्मिन् प्रकरणे वासरूप विधिः न विद्यते? So that is the first question that we will deal with. So तदर्थम् अत्र एतानि त्रीणि सूत्राणि अस्माभिः किञ्चित् द्रष्टव्यानि. So we discussed about णवुल तृचौ, which is basically outside the Tachilika Prakaranam, but it is the utsarga for all the kartas you get णवुल and trucha. And then there is a trun pratyaya which is in the Tachilika Prakaranam. It is only for the specialized kartas, so it acts as an apavada for णवुल trucha. And then there is an additional sutra, a little bit 10 sutras later. I can show it over here. So in the same Tachilika section, right over here, there is this huge sutram, Ninda himsa klishakada vinasha parikshipa parirata parivadi vyabhasha suyo vui. इत्यनेन सूत्रेण अत्र निंद हिंस क्लिश खाद, for all these dhatus you get a vuya pratyaya. So these three sutras when studied together give us a sufficient proof that in the Tachilika section there is no Vasarupa Vidhi, and that is what we are going to see right now. णवुल त्रिचौ इति सूत्रेण सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः कर्तर्थे णवुल प्रत्ययः भवति. तृन् इति सूत्रेण सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः विशिष्टेषु कर्तृषु ताच्छीलिकेषु. So whenever we say ताच्छीलिका, all the three are tagged together. ताच्छील, तद्धर्म, तत्साधुकारी. We will not call them separately. So ताच्छीलिकेषु कर्तेषु तृन् प्रत्ययः भवति. And then finally निन्द हिंस क्लिश खाद इत्यनेन सूत्रेण निन्द हिंस क्लिश खाद. So for all these dhatus in the same ताच्छीलिका meaning we get a vuya pratyaya. So this is our data, and what we want to prove using this data is that there is no Vasarupa Vidhi in Tachilika Prakaranam. In other words, in Tachilika Prakaranam, the Apavada will definitely block the Utsarga without looking at whether it is a Sarupa or Asarupa. And how do we go about this? The proof is very simple. Start with the reverse, start with the contradiction. Let us assume that there is Vasurupa Vidhi. किं चिन्तयामः? ताच्छीलिके अपि वासरूपविधिः अस्ति इति चिन्तयामः. तदनन्तरं कश्चन दोषः भवेत्. Some contradiction should come and the contradiction is right there in front of us. Let us assume that there is Vasurupa Vidhi, which means that the Asarupa Apavada will only block the Utsarga optionally. So if you compare the first two sutras, then we have Truna Pratyaya and there is an Asarupa Utsarga called Vula. If there is no Vasarupa Vidhi, then Trun will only optionally block Vula, which means that Tachilikeshu Artheshu Sarvebhyah Dhatubhyah Trun api bhavet, Ranavul api bhavet. There is no Vasarupa Vidhi. There is Vasarupa Vidhi. Therefore, the Apavada will only optionally block the Utsarga, and therefore, Tachilikeshu Artheshu Trun Pratyah api bhavet, Ranavul Pratyah api bhavet. So let's take a simple example of a Khada Dhatu or Ninda Dhatu or Himsa Dhatu. What is going to happen? For a dhatu like Ninda or Himsa, there is going to be a Trun Pratyaya given by 3 to 135. There is going to be an Vul Pratyaya given by 3 to 133. And there is going to be a Vuya Pratyaya given by Ninda Himsa Klisha Khada, because we are taking dhatu like Ninda and Himsa and we will get a Vuya Pratyaya. So we have three different pratyayas. We have Vula, we have Truna and Vuya. And the point to think about is there any real difference between Vula and Vuya? If we know that there is already a Vula Pratyaya, why waste a sutram giving a Vuya Pratyaya on the top of it? What is the special thing that Vuya is imparting which Vula is not imparting? And the answer is that the forms generated by Vula Pratyaya and the forms generated by Vuya Pratyaya are always the same. Vula has an Akara which will be used for Vruddhi or Nitkarya. Vuya has a Yakara which will be used for Yitkarya. Yit and Nitkaryas, as we have all the similar sutras. स्वरे अपि तत्र भेदः नास्ति. णवुल इत्यत्र लकारः स्वरविधानार्थं प्रयुज्यते. So the purpose of lakara is to make the swara before the pratyaya as udatta. Pratyayat purvah swaraha lakarena udattah bhavati. So if you have णवुल pratyaya, pratyayat purvam vidyamanaha yah swaraha asti. So for example, khada plus ऋणवुल, then kha ityasya akarah pratyat purvam vidyate, saha atra udattah bhavati. On the other hand, yakara gives the first swara of the krudanta as udatta. Again, khada plus vuya, the first swara of the krudanta is still akara of khada. Whether you count it from the left or whether you count it from the right, eventually it ends up in the same swara, and therefore vuya tathan vula etayoho pratyayoho prayogena sarvatra samanameva rupam siddhyati tatra sware api kaschana bhedah na vidyate. If that is the case, then Ninda Himsa Klisha Sutra is completely useless, because we already know that there will be Nuvula Pratyaya because Vasarupa Vidhi is there. There will still be Trun Pratyaya. So nothing extra is being given by the Vuya Pratyaya. Therefore, Ninda Himsa Klisha Khada iti sutram atra vyartham bhavati, vyartham satidam nyapayati, atra Nvul Pratyaya naiva bhavet. Because if there was Nvul Pratyaya, there is no reason to have Vui Pratyaya. But because we have Vui Pratyaya given, it indicates that Nvul Pratyaya won't be there, thereby proving that there is no Vasarupa Vidhi. Swarnavul tatha Vui Pratyayoho yojanena antimam rupam samanameva bhavati tatra sware api kaschana bhedaha na vidyate. Katham sware bhedaha na vidyate? णवुल iti lit pratyayah asti. Lit pratyayena pratyayat purvam vidyamanaha swaraha udattah bhavati. The swara before the pratyaya will be udatta. On the other hand, yit pratyaya asti, vuya iti yit pratyaya asti chet krudantasya adiswaraha udattah bhavati. For a yit pratyaya, the first swara of the krudanta will be udatta. Now, if the dhatu is like ninda or himsa or khada, where there is only one swara in the dhatu ekach asti, tatra dhatu ekah eva swaraha vidyate chet kim bhavati? प्रत्ययात् पूर्वं विद्यमानः स्वरः अपि सः एव, तदनन्तरं प्रथमः स्वरः अपि सः एव. Therefore, for ekach dhatus, and all these dhatus, ninda, himsa, klisha, are all ekach dhatus, they have only one swara. So for all these dhatus, their reference in this ninda, himsa, klisha, khada sutram is completely useless, because they would have already got the anvul pratyaya with the same final form and same swara, but still Panini adds these dhatus in the ninda, himsa sutra, thereby indicating that for these dhatus you do not get an avul pratyaya. Therefore, in order to generate the same form, he wants to give a vuya pratyaya. एतदेव अस्य ज्ञापकं यत् अत्र तृन् प्रत्ययः अणुवुल् प्रत्ययं नित्यं बाधते, अतः एव अत्र अस्मिन् प्रकरणे वासरूपविधिः न प्रवर्तते. सो अतः यदि अत्र वासरूपविधिः अभविष्यत् तर्हि निन्दादिभ्यः धातुभ्यः अणुवुल् प्रत्यये नैव सिद्धे वुञ् प्रत्ययविधानं व्यर्थं स्यात्. व्यर्थं सज्ञापयति ताच्छीलिकेषु वासरूपविधिः नैव प्रवर्तते. So thus prove that in the entire Tachilika Prakaranam, we do not have Vasarupa Vidhihi. Tachilikeshu Vasarupa Vidhihi Nasti. So this is how every or almost every paribhasha in Paribhashandashekara needs to be explicitly proven, or you need to give a proper proof of the existence of that paribhasha. Otherwise, it is usually these paribhashas cannot be accepted. So all these paribhashas are directly dependent on something that the sutrakara has specified. So this is a direct proof given in the sutras. So sutrakara or vartikakara or bhashyakara has explicitly explained this particular point, that is usually extracted out and put into Paribhashendu Shekhara. अत्र अन्यः अपि एकः विषयः तत्र उक्तः अस्ति, तस्मिन्नपि विषये वदामि. सो ताच्छीलिकेषु वासरूपविधिर्नास्ति इति अत्र परिभाषायाः वाक्यं. ताच्छीलिकेषु वासरूपविधिः नास्ति. तत्र ताच्छीलिकेषु इत्यस्य कः अर्थः? So you cannot just do the artha as Tachilika Prakarane. You have to do the artha in a bigger, broader sense. Tachilika Pratyayanam Vishaye. Because if you say Tachilika Prakarane, then it will mean that Utsarga and Apavada both are in that Prakarana. What we want is only the pratyaya, the tachilika pratyaya, the apavada should be in that section. The utsarga can be anywhere. So we say tachilika pratyanam vishaye. In other words, this is a vishaya saptami. ताच्छीलिकेषु वासरूपविधिर्नास्ति इत्यत्र ताच्छीलिकेषु इति विषय सप्तमी स्वीक्रियते. ताच्छीलिकप्रत्ययानां विषये इति अत्र अर्थः भवति. अतएव ताच्छीलिकः तृन् प्रत्ययः असरूपम अताच्छीलिकं चणवुल प्रत्ययम अपि नित्यमेव बाधते. So this completes the discussion of the Jnapaka of Vasarupa Vidhi. There is something also interesting about this particular paribhasha that we will take, and then we will go to the actual sutram. It turns out that right here in the Tachilika Prakaranam, just like how Panini embeds the fact that Tachilika Prakarane Vasarupa Vidhir Nasti, he also embeds another interesting fact that Tachilikeshu Vasarupa Vidhir Nasti iti paribhasha swayameva anitya asti. इत्युक्ते किम ताच्छीलिकेषु कुत्र कुत्र वासरूप विधि प्रवर्तते. So Panini also says that, or he gives a proof right over here in this particular section, where he says अस्मिन् प्रकरणे वासरूप विधिः नास्ति, परन्तु कुत्र कुत्र नास्ति, कुत्र कुत्र तु अवश्यं विद्यते. अतः वासरूप विधेः अभावः, अस्मिन् प्रकरणे विद्यमानः वासरूप विधेः अभावः अनित्यः अस्ति. This particular paribhasha ताच्छीलिकेषु वासरूप विधिर्नास्ति is anitya, and here is the proof of that particular anityatva. Again, a precise selection of 3 sutras will prove that this particular paribhasha is anitya. Let's take a look at these sutras. I'll actually show you these where they appear. So here we have 149 anudatte tascha haladehe. A little below 53 we have sudadipa dikshascha, and a little below we have, what was the number, 167. a little below 167, we have Namikampismyajasakamahimsadipораha. So these three sutras have demonstrated them on the slide over here. Anudatte tascha haladehe, Sudadipadikshascha, and Namikampismyajasakamahimsadipораha. एतानि त्रीणि सूत्राणि क्रमेण पश्यामश्चेत् युगपत् पश्यामश्चेत् तत्र ताच्छीलिक प्रकरणे वासरूप विधि कुत्र कुत्रचित् प्रवर्तते इति अपि अत्र स्पष्टीभवति. Let's understand the meaning of the sutras. We will obviously go in the details when we study these sutras, but let's understand the basic stuff that we want to do, understand, we need for today's discussion. So anudatte tascha haladehe saralam sutramasti anudatte tascha haladehe iti sutrena kimuchyate haladi dhatuhu अनुदात्तेत, in other words आत्मनेपदी. So कश्चन धातुः हलादि अस्ति, अनुदात्तेत अस्ति इत्युक्ते आत्मनेपदी अस्ति, अपि च अकर्मकः अस्ति, comes as an अनुवृत्ति from somewhere. So हलादिः धातु आत्मनेपदी धातुः अकर्मकः धातु 3 to 149 अनुदात्ते तश्च हलादेः you get a युच्च प्रत्यय. So युच्च इति प्रत्ययः तत्र आगच्छति. धातु कीदृशः भवेत्? हलादिः भवेत्, अकर्मकः भवेत्. So that अकर्मक comes right from the previous sutram. अकर्मकः भवेत् and अनुदात्तेत् आत्मनेपदी भवेत्. तत्र धातोः युच्च इति प्रत्ययः भवति. So there is this particular dhatu deep. It's right over here. It's in the Divadi Gana. It is haladi dhatu. It is akarmaka dhatu and it is atmanepadi dhatu. Therefore, by this particular sutram, anudatte tasya haladehe, looking only at this sutram, what we can conclude is that deepa asmad dhatoh yuch pratyah prapnoti. Bhavati iti na vadamaha, prapnoti iti vadamaha is one possible candidate. Let's see how that particular candidate fights against the other competitors. अत्र अस्मात् धातोः युच् प्रत्ययः प्राप्नोति. किमर्थम्? अयं धातुः अनुदात्तेत् अस्ति, हलादिः अस्ति, अकर्मकः अस्ति. तदनन्तरं कानिचन सूत्राणि 32153 over here 32153 सूददीपदीक्षश्च सूद धातु दीप धातु तथा दीक्ष धातु एतेषां धातूनां विषये युच् इति प्रत्ययः निषिध्यते. So na is coming as an anuvritti from the previous sutram. Etesham dhatunam vishaye kim bhavati? Yuch pratyayah nishidhyate. So fair enough. I mean, this is a normal style, right? You give a general statement and you nishedhas, niyamas a little bit later. So far so good. So what he's saying, by the previous sutram, by anudatte tascha haladehe, you might have concluded that deepa dhatu will get a yucha pratyaya. But hold on, here is a negation coming. Sudadeepa dikshascha ityanena sutrena ayam deepa dhatuh iti asti tasya vishaye yuch pratyah na bhavati. Fair enough, we already have a trun pratyaya which is then all encompassing utsarga. So anyaha pratyah na bhavati chet trun pratyah bhavati iti prayah vaktum shaknumaha. So far so good. There is no problem till now. Anudatte tasya halade is giving a pratyaya that is a general case which is being blocked by Sudadeepa Dikshascha. The funny thing is when we go to this particular sutra, Namikampismyajasakamahimsa deeporaha. Deep iti dhatuh asti, asmad dhatoh ra pratyayah bhavati. So he gives a specific pratyay. Let's go to 32167. This Namikampismyajasakamahimsa deeporaha, you get a ra pratyaya for this deepa dhatu. Now here comes the question. By saying anudatte tascha haladehe, we are saying that all the haladi atmanepadi akarmaka dhatus get a yuch pratyaya, deepa being one of them. So outsargika rupena deepa dhatoho yuch pratyaya avashyam bhavet. तदनन्तरं नमिकम्पिस्म्यजसकमहिंस दीपोरः इत्यनेन दीपधातोः अपवादस्वरूपः र प्रत्ययः अपि अवश्यं भवेत्. इदानीं यदि वासरूपविधिः नास्ति तर्हि असरूपः र इति अपवादः अनुदात्ते तस्य हलादेः इत्यनेन दीयमानं युच् प्रत्ययम् अवश्यं नित्यं बाधेत. The ra pratyaya will anyway compulsorily block yuch pratyaya because there is no vasarupa vidhi. Vasarupa vidhi nasti atah sarve apavadaha tatra utsargan vikalpenaiva badhante. Atah atra ra pratyaya yuch pratyayam avashyam badhate. Asyam sthitau पुनः दीपधातोः युच् प्रत्ययः न भवति इति वचनस्य किं प्रयोजनम्? So what is the point in killing somebody who has already been killed? Deepa dhatoh, as soon as you say you get a ra pratyaya, because there is no Vasurupa vidhi, yuch is automatically killed. Now, if yuch is automatically killed, which means that Deepa dhatu will never get a yuch pratyaya, पुनः तत्र दीपधातोः विधीयमानः युज् प्रत्ययः न भवति इति निषेधस्य किं प्रयोजनम्? अतः अयं निषेधः व्यर्थः, व्यर्थं सज्ञापयति, कुत्र कुत्रचित् वासरूपविधिः प्रवर्तते. So sometimes there will be Vasurupa vidhi, which means that for case of Deepa, Panini wants a possibility of Yucha and a possibility of Ra, and then he is blocking Yucha by giving Deepa explicitly over here. This itself tells that if Suda Deepa Dikshasha Sutra would not had been there, then the Deepa Dhatu might had got Ra and it might had got Yucha, even when Ra is an Apavada and Yucha is an Utsarga. So Atra कुत्रचित् वासरूपविधिः अस्ति, अतः एव दीपधातोः र प्रत्ययेन सह युच् प्रत्यये अपि प्राप्ते तद निषेधार्थं सूददीपदीक्षश्च इति सूत्रं तत्र आचार्येण कृतम्. सो सूददीपदीक्षश्च इति सूत्रमेव अस्य ज्ञापकं यदत्र अस्मिन् ताच्छीलिके प्रकरणे कुत्रचित् वासरूपविधि अवश्यं प्रवर्तते. सो दीपधातोः र प्रत्यय विधानेन एव असरूप युच् प्रत्ययस्य बाधे जाते पुनः सूददीपदीक्षश्च इति युच् प्रत्ययस्य निषेधः व्यर्थः, व्यर्थं सज्ञापयति. This is a patent line that you have to use when you are proving paribhashas. First important thing in proving a paribhasha is prove something is vyartha, and that vyartha will do a jnapana of something. So there are four important steps in proving a paribhasha or discussing a paribhasha. So vyartha is one of them. So vyartham sabjnapayati yat kutrachit ताच्छीलिकेषु अपि वासरूप विधि भवति. And then just saying it is vyartha, therefore it indicates a theorem is not sufficient. You have to show it anyatra phalam. So you have to show the proof of that particular. Let us assume that there is Vasurupa vidhi somewhere in this prakaranam. Where do I use it? So I use it specifically for this kama dhatu. Kama dhatoho atra ra pratyah api bhavati अनुदात्ते तस्य हलादेः इत्यनेन युच् प्रत्ययः अपि भवति. So the point that Panini is trying to make is that Ra Pratyaya can coexist with Yucha Pratyaya, and therefore for dhatus like Himsa, Deepa, Kama, Kampa, Smi, and so on, Nama, for these dhatus you can have Ra Pratyaya and Yucha Pratyaya, but for Deepa it has been explicitly blocked. Therefore, for others, because it's not yet blocked, you can have it. Therefore, कम इति धातु विशेष रूपेण स्वीक्रियते चेत् तस्य विषये अत्र निषेधः नास्ति. अतः कम धातोः अनेन सूत्रेण र प्रत्ययः अपि च अनुदात्ते तस्य हलादेः इत्यनेन युच प्रत्ययः उभयथा प्रयोगः भवितुमर्हति. अत एव कम धातोः अनुदात्ते तस्य हलादेः इति युच तथा नमिकम्पि स्म्यजसकमहिंसदीपोरः इति र इति द्वौ अपि प्रत्ययौ भवतः kama plus yucha. If you add a yucha, you get kamana. Kama plus ra, obviously feminine, so you add a tap on each of them, so you get kamra. Tatra kamana nochet kamra ubhayatha atra rupam bhavitum arhati. All this information that we spent last 40 minutes in discussing has been captured in exactly 3 lines in Paribhashendu Shekhara. Now, if I would have showed these 3 lines at the beginning of the class, nobody would have understood it. But thanks to the detailed analysis that we did by looking at the individual triplets of the sutras, this particular 3 lines, and look at how packed information is this. These now will be easy to understand. Let's look at the prelude of this particular paribhasha. So every paribhasha will have a avataranam or a prelude. Nanu. So he first poses the problem. Nanu tachiladitrun vishayen vul api syat. So that's the problem that he poses, that if there is a Vasarupa Vidhi, then Trun will only optionally block Vul, nanu tachiladi Trun Vishen Vul api syat, nacha Trun apavadaha asarupa apavadasya vikalpena badhakatvat, at ah tachilekeshu Vasarupa Vidhirnasti. And then look at how he explains the whole thing, condenses the whole thing. Every paribhasha in Paribhashantu Shekhara has multiple layers of meaning. You keep on unfolding and you keep on learning. Every minor aspect will teach you something. Obviously, right now I just want to uncover one layer and then we will move on with our coursework discussion. So, Vuli Siddhe Ninda Himsadi Sutrena Ekajbhyaha Vividhanamatra Jnapakam Tatra Vulvuyoho Sware Vishesha Bhavat. First 25 minutes have been captured in this particular statement. What we were comparing were the three sutras, Ninda Himsa Klisha giving a Vuya and Vultrucho giving a Vula. If there would had been Vasurupa Vidhi, then given that Runavul was already there, Vui was useless, the forms are same, the swara is same. So the fact that Vuya is present is a sufficient indication that Navula is being blocked by the absence of Vasarupa Vidhi. So Navuli Siddhe Navul was sufficient. Ninda Himsadi Sutrena Ekajbhyaha Vidhanameva Atra Jnapakam. Kim Jnapakam? Tachilipikeshu Vasarupa Vidhirnasti iti Jnapakam. Tatra णवुल्वयोः स्वरे विशेषा भावा. There is no specific swara difference between the two. Completed. First discussion completed. Then he goes about Tachilikeshu iti Vishaya Saptami. That's what is being discussed in this yellow rectangle over here. Tachilikeshu is Tachilika Pratyayanam Vishaye. That is Vishaya Saptami. So Tachilikeshu iti Vishaya Saptami. Tena, he explains what is a Vishaya Saptami. Tena Tachilikaihi Atachilikaih च Vasarupa Vidhi न. ताच्छीलिकैः अताच्छीलिक इत्युक्ते किं? तत्र अपवादः ताच्छीलिकप्रकरणे स्यात्, उत्सर्गः ताच्छीलिकप्रकरणात् बहिः स्यात्. You cannot have the reverse. I mean, Tachilika Prakaranam cannot have Utsarga, and outside if you cannot have Apavada, because Tachilika is a very specific case. And if you want to add an Apavada on an Utsarga, there is already in the Tachilika, you can have the Apavada also in the Tachilika. There is only one case where which it goes slightly close to what I just discussed right now. So if you go to fifth sheet Vartamana Kala Nirdeshakaha, there is a sutram Tachilya Vayo Vachana Shaktishu Chanasha. So there is a reference of Tachila, which means that the Chanash Pratyaya can be used as for a Tachila Karta, not Tad Dharma and Tad Sadhukari, but Tachila Karta. And this Chanash Pratyaya, because it is inside sheet number 5 and not acting as an Utsarga to anybody else, it will not be blocked. So that could be another reason why Tachilya Vayo Vachana Shaktishu Chanasha is sitting outside. That अत्र ताच्छील्यम् अस्मिन् अर्थे चानश् प्रत्ययः अपि अवश्यं भवति, नो चेत् ताच्छील्यम् इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे तृन्नादयः अन्ये प्रत्ययः अपि भवितुम् अर्हति. So very unique example where ताच्छील specific sutram has been put out, परन्तु अत्र ताच्छीलिके इत्यत्र विषय सप्तमी अस्ति. तस्य अर्थः ताच्छीलिकप्रकरणे विद्यमानः अपवादः ताच्छीलिकप्रकरणे विद्यमानमुत्सर्गं नो चेत् ताच्छीलिप्रकरणात् बहिः विद्यमानमुत्सर्गं नित्यमेव बाधते इति अत्र अर्थः. And then he says we still see the forms like kamra and kamana. So that's the previous slide, that we have forms like kamra and kamana, and these forms might not be possible if Vasurupa Vidhi is completely blocked. So if Vasurupa Vidhi is blocked, then given a ra pratyaya, we cannot get the yuj pratyaya. So kamra iti रूपं तत्र भवति चेत् कमना इति रूपं तत्र नैव भवितुम् अर्हति. अतः तत्र सः अग्रे स्पष्टीकरोति. If this is the case, then there is a problem. It is what he says. Nanu evam kamra kamana ityadi asiddhihi. This form cannot be derived because yuch will be blocked by ra. So namikampi iti sutrena anudate tascha haladehe iti yuchaha badhat iti chet no. This is a typical style of Paribhashindu Shekhara or Nagesha in general. He'll put the Purva Paksha in one line and he will say iti ched na. So something wrong argument. No, that is not correct, and he'll give the right argument. So nanu evam kamra kamana ityadi asiddhihi namikampi sutrena anudatte tasya haladehe iti yuchaha badhadidi chet न सूददीपदीक्षश्च इत्यनेन दिपेः युजि निषेधेन उक्तार्थस्य अनित्यत्वात् सूददीपदीक्षश्च इत्यत्र दीपधातोः युच् प्रत्ययस्य निषेधः एव अस्य ज्ञापकं यत् दीपधातोः अस्य सूत्रस्य अभावे युच् प्रत्ययः भवेत् केन सूत्रेण भवेत् अनुदात्ते तस्य हलादेः इत्यनेन भवेत् कः अर्थः नमिकम्पि इति अपवादः अनुदात्तेतश्च हलादेः इति असरूपम् उत्सर्गं न नित्यं बाधते अतः अत्र वासरूपविधिः अनित्यः सूददीपदीक्षश्च इत्यनेन दीपेः युजि निषेधेन उक्तार्थस्य उक्तार्थ means absence of vasarupa vidhi is anitya, which is effectively saying vasarupa vidhi is anitya, absence of vasarupa vidhi is anitya. The way he puts it, first he says there is no vasarupa vidhi and then he says that negation is anitya. So kutra kutra bhavati kutra kutra na bhavati iti atra ashayah. Now there is a very nice question asked by somebody over here. Is this the anityatva of Vasarupa Vidhi the reason why Panini did not include Tachilika as an exception in the Vasarupa Striyam Sutram itself? So if you look at Vasarupa Striyam, there is one exception already included by Panini Maharshi, which is Astriyam. So Vasurupo Astriyam ityatra Astriyam iti nirdishtam asti. He could have said Vasurupo Striyam Tachilike. So what was the problem for him to add another entity over there? So obviously there are no answers given about this particular point in commentary, but one can think of two different answers on this. First, as the questioner also himself has said, that maybe one of the reason is that anityatva of Vasarupa Vidhi. Vasarupa Vidhi is anitya. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it does not happen. Therefore, probably he does not explicitly put it in that particular sutram. Quite possible. Second reason is when he says Vasurupa Vidhi, Vasurupaha Astriyam, there is another meaning attached to that particular Astriyam by the commentaries. The commentaries say Stryadhikarat Urdhvam Vasarupa Vidhi Anitya Asti. So till the Stryadhikara Vasarupa Vidhi is there, in the Stryadhikara, the sheet number 9, Vasarupa Vidhi is not there. Why it is not there? Because Panini has explicitly blocked it. And after that, in sheet number 10, 11 and 12, it is Anitya. So Stryadhikar is a kind of a boundary. Before that, there is a compulsory Vasarupa Vidhi. At Stryadhikar, there is no Vasarupa Vidhi. And after that, there is random or anitya vasarupa vidhi. Sthyadhikarad urdhvam vasarupa vidhi anityah iti kutrachit vyakhyaneshu uchyate. But then but that has to be taken with a pinch of salt. So because earlier before Sthyadhikara in sheet number 6, as we saw, Tachilekeshu vasarupa vidhir nasti. So in Tachilikas also there is no Vasarupa Vidhi. Then in Stryadhikara also there is no Vasarupa Vidhi. Then if you go to sheet number 11 in Khalarthakas also there is no Vasarupa Vidhi. So I'll teach that. So Talyuttumun Khalartheshu Vasarupa Vidhir nasti. So there are various different places where Vasarupa Vidhi is not there. Why Panini chose only a Striyam in the Sutram? One can only try to do some guesswork. It's very hard to find it out, or it's not very well documented anywhere. At least I could not find a proper logical reasoning of that particular aspect. Agre gachhamah ityukte vargam prarabhamahe. We have only been talking about paribhashas till now. Let's actually take a look at the sutram. Akve stachila tadharma tat sadhukarishu iti tatra prarambikam adhikara sutram asti. Akvehe kvi pratyayam yavat. So this ang, most of you are expected to know this. This ang upasarga has two meanings. Ang मर्यादाभिविद्यो इति सूत्रमपि अस्ति अन्यस्मिन् सन्दर्भे, परन्तु आंग इत्यस्य अर्थः मर्यादा. I think I might have explained this in उपसर्गाः क्रियायोगे or somewhere else, if not here. At one place I have explained or ang maryada bhividyoho, this particular sutram. So I think I might have explained it in this particular what exactly is Maryada and what exactly is Abhividhi. I remember writing it. It may be at some other place. So let's see. I can find it out somewhere. But there is ang word. The avyaya ang is used in two contexts. Maryada, which basically is a boundary which does not include the entity that is mentioned. So we say tena vina maryada. So for example, the kingdom runs till the ocean, which means the ocean is not in the kingdom, but the kingdom runs till the ocean. So that is asamudram, or till the ocean iti atra arthaha. And then we can also use the word a to indicate a boundary, a limit which is included. So that's tena saha abhividhi iti uchyate. So for example, a kumaram yashaf paninehe. So the kirti, the pride of whatever of Panini is till that particular king, a kumaram, including that particular kingdom. Everybody knows about Panini. So a kumaram yashaf paninehe इत्यत्र आ कुमारम इत्यत्र कुमारस्यापि तत्र inclusion क्रियते, तस्यापि तत्र संस्थापना अस्ति, अतः तत्र अभिविधिः अस्ति इति उच्यते. This has, most of you are expected to know this. These are some basic discussions of Maryada versus Abhividhi. The point is that here we have Abhividhi, which means that kvi pratyayasya sutrani api asmin prakarane eva svikriyante. So in this Tachilikaha, when we say akvehe, we go all the way and we include the sutras of the Kvip Prakaranam, which is Bhrajabhasa Dhurvidyitor Chipru Jugra Vastu Vakvip and Anyebhyopi Drishyate. There is one more sutram that we don't include, but that's because the commentaries say that we only have to go over here and not go beyond that. So tatra a kve ityukte अत्र लिखितमपि अस्ति प्रायः अभिविधौ च अयम् आंग. This ang pratyaya, it in the context of abhividhi, so it is inclusive boundary. Kvi pratyayah api tatra svikriyate. भ्राजभास दुर्विद्युतो जिप्रू जुग्रावस्तु वक्विप इति क्विपं वक्षति. आ एतस्मात् क्विप् संशब्दात् यानि त ऊर्ध्वमनुक्रमिष्यामः तच्छलादिषु कर्तृषु ते वेदितव्याः अभिविधौ च अयम् आङ् तेन क्विपः अपि अयम् अर्थनिर्देशः. Simple to understand. And then he explains what is tat tat tat. So akvehe tat shilam, tat dharma, tat sadhukari. So that tat 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 is essentially the dhatvartha. tat shilam ityukte dhatvarthaha shilam yasya. तद धर्म इत्युक्ते धात्वर्थः धर्म यस्य. तत् साधुकार इत्युक्ते धात्वर्थं सम्यक् रूपेण करोति. सो ही सेज तद इति धात्वर्थः शीलाद विशेषणत्वेन निर्दिश्यते. तत् शीलः यः स्वभावतः फलनिरपेक्षः एव तत्र प्रवर्तते. सो दैट शीलम. तद धर्म इत्युक्ते तत् सदाचारः तदाचारः यः स्वधर्मे मम अयम् इति प्रवर्तते विनापि शीलेन. So this is always, each of these is going to be applicable only when the previous one is not there. So tat shila means there is a swabhava, natural tendency. Only when there is no natural tendency you move to the next step. Is this his duty? Then it is tad dharma. And if it is neither the swabhava nor the duty, then you move to the next step. Is he doing it flawlessly? So that's what he makes it clear over here. Mama ayam iti pravartate. This is my duty. So he is engaging himself in the duty. Mama ayam iti pravartate vinapi shilena. Tat sadhukari यो धात्वर्तत् साधुकारी यो धात्वर्थम साधु करोति उत्तरत्रैव उदाहरिष्यामः. We will give the examples in the upcoming sutras because this is just an adhikara which is starting. Kvip क्विपम अभिव्याप्य वक्षमाणाः प्रत्ययः. What a beautiful language. क्विपम अभिव्याप्य वक्षमाणाः प्रत्ययाः तच्छील तद्धर्म तत्साधुकारिषु कर्तृषु बोध्याः. In one line he captures this entire essence of what 8-9 lines of Kashika have been written. So that is the discussion of akves tachila tadharma tatsadhukarishu. Tatra prathamam sutram asti trun iti. Tatra sarvebhyaha dhatubhyaha trishu api tachilikeshu artheshu autsargika rupena trun pratyah bhavati. कः अर्थः? अस्मिन् षष्ठे करपत्रे अन्यत्र कुत्रापि अपवादप्रत्ययः न उक्तः अस्ति चेत् औत्सर्गिकरूपेण तृन् प्रत्ययः तत्र अवश्यं भवति। सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः तृन् प्रत्ययः भवति। तत्शीलादिषु कर्तृषु नकारः स्वरार्थः। तच्छिले तावत् कर्ता कटान. So one who has the natural tendency of preparing mats, whatever it means. So maybe in family he has everybody preparing mats, so he's used to do that particular action from childhood. He has a tendency of doing that. So karta katan. Understand this particular usage. I'm going to talk about it in a minute. But if you use the truch pratyaya, you will say katasya karta or katanam karta. You will use a shashti vibhakti. Pustakasya पठिता और पुस्तकस्य पाठकः कर्तृकर्मणोः कृति इत्यनेन तत्र षष्ठी भवति कृत् प्रत्ययस्य योगे. I have explained this more than like 20 times in this course. परन्तु अत्र किम् अस्ति? कटस्य कर्ता इति नास्ति, कटान् कर्ता इति अस्ति. किमर्थमस्ति? न लोकाव्ये निष्ठा खलर्थतृणाम्. There is a trun present over there. That trun is actually a pratyahara, but that trun pratyahara also includes the trun pratyaya. So trun pratyasya vishaye कर्तृकर्मणोः कृतित्यनेन प्राप्ता षष्ठी न लोकाव्ये निष्ठा खलर्थतृणाम् इति निषिध्यते. अतः कर्मणि द्वितीया इति द्वितीया एव भवति. So if you see katasya karta, it is truch pratyaya. If you see katam karta or katan karta, it is trun pratyaya. Tachile tavat karta katan vadita janapavadan. Somebody whose habit is to do small talk, to spread rumors around about people. Janapavadan vadita. Tad dharmani, the duty. Mundaitarah shravisthayanaha bhavanti vadumudham. So shravisthayana is the name of a gotram. So people in this gotram, they have a rule in their dharma book, a rule book. So they have a rule. So for example, each particular gotram might have certain rules of conduct in the society. So the shravishtayanas, it is their dharma. What is their dharma? If a married woman, her husband dies, if she becomes a widow, they will remove all her hairs. Mundaitaraha shravisthayanaha. The people of the shravisthayana gotra. So shravistha इति नक्षत्रस्य आधारेण अत्र श्राविष्ठायन इति गोत्रस्य नाम दीयते. अस्मिन् गोत्रे विद्यमानाः जनाः तेषां किं कर्तव्यमस्ति? तेषां धर्मग्रन्थे नो चेत् तेषां ग्रन्थे आचरणस्य ग्रन्थे किं लिखितमस्ति? वधूमूढां मुण्डयितारः ते सन्ति. पर पुनरेकवारम् अत्र द्वितीया विभक्ति अस्ति. वधूमूढां, वधूम् ऊढां मुण्डयितारः. A widow, her hairs will be removed. अन्नम् अपहर्तारः आवरकाः भवन्ति श्राद्धे सिद्धे. Another category of people, avarakaha. What is their duty? As soon as the shraddha is completed, whatever remaining food is there, they have to take it and go away. So annam apahartara, basically they will clean that particular area. They won't keep the shraddha food for a long time. They will keep it, take it and go, take it with them. So avarakas, that particular group of people, that particular gotram, Shraddhe Siddhe, once the Shraddha karma is completed, Annam Apahartaraha Bhavanti. Punnarekvaram, Annam Apahartaraha, Atra Dvitiya asti. Unnetaraha Taulvalayanaha Bhavanti Putre Jate. Another category of people, Taulvalayana, all these are Tadhita Pratyayanta words. Shravisthayana, Avaraka, Taulvalayana, and so on. So Taulvalayana, this particular category of people, when a son is born, they are super ecstatic. So they will exhibit that probably by distributing sweets to the entire town or probably doing a big ceremony and so on. So everybody is happy when a child is born, but specifically when a putra is born, these are more ecstatic. They will demonstrate it. Demonstrate in the sense what? It's their tradition. So for example, in their family, if a male child is born, a putra is born, they will have a certain tradition of doing festivals or some sweet distribution and all that, that will characterize them. Unmetaraha putre jate taulvalayanaha bhavanti. So these are all examples of tad dharma, a duty or a tradition. Tat sadhu karani does properly, katam karta, khetam ganta. So one who goes properly, one who does properly, and so on. Kamudyantu karta katan ityeva ekavakyena shabdadvayena artha diyate. So that is the trun pratyaya. And obviously, trun and truch pratyayas, the prakriya is exactly identical. There is absolutely no difference. All 2000 dhatus, trun and truch forms will always be same. And that is the reason why people keep on getting this question. What is the difference between trun and truch? So let's actually take a look at that particular difference and then I'll come to the vartikas. So trun तथा truch एतयोः प्रत्ययोः मध्ये कः भेदः? तर्हि तृच् प्रत्ययः क्रियायाः कर्ता अस्मिन् अर्थे सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः भवति. The normal कर्ता where an additional information has not been given. Whereas तृन् प्रत्ययः अस्ति चेत् तत्र अधिकं किञ्चित् विषयस्य उपादानं भवेत्. क्रियाशीलम् अस्ति, क्रियाधर्मः अस्ति, क्रिया सम्यक् रूपेण अयं करोति, क्रियां सम्यक् रूपेण अयं करोति, एतेषु सर्वेषु अर्थेषु तृन् प्रत्ययः भवति. तत्र स्वरे अपि भेदः अस्ति. तृच् इत्यनेन चितः इति कृदन्तस्य अन्तोदात्तत्वं. This is actually a placeholder. You don't need a chakara itsamyaka if the pratyaya has only single swara. आद्युदात्तस्य इत्यनेन प्रत्ययस्वरेण अपि अयं सिद्ध्यति. परन्तु तत्र तृन् प्रत्यये नकारः अस्ति. नित्यादिर्नित्यम् इत्यनेन कृदन्तस्य आद्युदात्तत्वं तत्र भवति. तृच् प्रत्यये किमर्थं चकारः इति मया पूर्वं तृच् प्रत्ययस्य पाठनसमये सम्यक् रूपेण विस्तरेण उक्तमस्ति. तदनन्तरं मुख्यः एतयोर्मध्ये विद्यमानः भेदः. So anytime if any of your colleagues or students ask you what is the difference between truch and trun, you don't have to tell there is a swara difference. They are not going to care. Nobody cares about swara difference. What is the important difference that you have to tell? First thing you have to tell is this first bullet. क्रियायाः कर्ता versus क्रियाशीलमस्य धर्मस्य or sadhu karoti. That is the difference in the meaning. More importantly, what is the difference in the usage? तृच् प्रत्ययः अस्ति चेत् कर्मपदस्य षष्ठी भवति. तृन् प्रत्ययः अस्ति चेत् कर्मपदस्य द्वितीया भवति. Somebody is pointing a mistake here. It should be trucha. Obviously, I mean it is under the column of trucha. This is a typing mistake. I'll fix it. सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः तृच् प्रत्ययः भवति इति भवेत्. Coming back to the discussion of usage, वाक्ये प्रयोग समये कर्तृकर्मणोः कृति इत्यनेन कर्मपदस्य षष्ठी विभक्ति भवति. देवदत्तः घटस्य कर्ता. परन्तु तत्र कर्तृकर्मणोः कृति इत्यनेन प्राप्ता षष्ठी न लोकाव्यनिष्ठा खलर्थतूनाम् इति निषिध्यते. अतः कर्मणि द्वितीया इति द्वितीया विभक्ति भवति. देवदत्तः घटं कर्ता. And then रूपाणि तु समानानि एव. वार्तिककारा tries to give certain specific situations where trun pratyaya gets certain special forms. So वार्तिककारस्य mateena kutrachit vishishteshu artheshu, not all meanings, kutrachit vishishteshu artheshu trun pratyasya रूपाणि भिद्यन्ते. So नी धातु अस्ति, तत्र ऋत्विक, a priest इति अर्थः अस्ति चेत् नेष्ट्रु इति किञ्चित् रूपं भवति. Basically existing words are being justified. So tvisha iti dhatu asti, tatrapi devata iti artha asti chet tvashtra iti kaschana devata, tasya nirdeshartham atra tvashtru iti shabdah siddhyati. Kshada iti dhatu, this is not even in the dhatu patha, but kshada iti dhatu asti chet kshatru niyojayita, a dwarapala or a person who is present at the entry point, attendee iti atra artha siddhyati. So in different contexts, you get these different words. That's what the vartikas are all about. Let's go through these vartikas. So trun iti ityasmin eva sutre agre kanichana vartikani vidyante. Jhatiti pashyamah. Trun vidhau ऋत्विक्षु च अनुपसर्गस्य. I have also written the nyasa part to explain or for you to learn how to learn the commentaries on your own. So trun vidhau ऋत्विक्षु च अनुपसर्गस्य. So trun vidhau atra अताच्छिल्यार्थः आरम्भः. So till now we were talking about tachila, tatkartu and tadharma. For these specific vartikas, special meanings have been given. So Rutvik, a priest in the yajna, is now being discussed. For dhatus without the upasarga, you can get a trun pratyaya to indicate a priest in the yajna. So asmin trun vidhau anupasargasya dhatoho trun vaktavyah ऋत्विक्षु अभिधेयेषु to indicate a priest. So hotru तत्र trun pratyah अस्ति, potru तत्र trun pratyah अस्ति. So hotru potru are the examples of the trun pratyaya. तृच प्रत्यये अपि होतृ पोतृ इत्येव भवति स्वरे विशेषः. So he immediately will say there is a difference in the swara. So when you say होत्रा होतृ and पोतृ अत्र ऋत्विक इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे भवति, तृच प्रत्यय न भवति वा? अवश्यं भवितुम् अर्हति, because ऋत्विक is also some kind of karta. So general karta there will always be तृच प्रत्यय. Specifically you will have होतृ and पोतृ इति अपि अत्र अवश्यं भवति. अनुपसर्गस्य इति किम्? उद्गाता प्रतिहर्ता. सो अत्र उपसर्गः अस्ति चेत् तृच् प्रत्ययः भवति स्वरे विशेषः. So hotru potru, the typically used words for the priest, specifically in this context, they will get a trun pratyaya. When the upasarga is there, you will get the truch pratyaya. So udgatru, pratihartru, and so on. So that sware vishesha has been explained over here. It is also the cha versus na, plus there is some gati specific swara, because there is a pratiharta and udgata, some swara on that particular upapadam, the upasarga also comes in the picture. That has been explained in nyasa for those of you who are interested. Nayatehe shukcha. So ni dhatu asti tatra shuk iti agamaha bhavati. First you do the guna. So ni plus trucha will become ne plus trucha. Shugagame krute neshtru इति भवति. अगेन नेष्टा इति रूपं तत्र साधनीयम्, अतः इदं वार्तिकं कृतम्. त्विषेः देवतायाम् अकारः उपधायाः अनिट्त्वं च. So देवतायाम् अकारः उपधायाः, this is together. So in the tvisha dhatu, the upadha ikara becomes akara. So tvisha becomes tvasha and dhatu becomes anit. So there is no idagama. Tvisha plus ta becomes tvisha plus trucha, so truna will become twasha plus truna, twashtra. Typing mistake, twashtra. क्षदेश नियुक्ते क्षद इति सौत्रः धातुः अस्ति. So क्षद इति सौत्र धातु, basically there is no such dhatu in the dhatu, but he added this, not even sautra, vartikastha dhatuः ayam. So vartikakara creates his own dhatu kshada to use to justify the form called kshatta in the meaning of a doorkeeper or an attendee. क्वचित् अधिकृत उच्यते. So अधिकृत is tasya अर्थः. छन्दसि तृच् अपि वक्तव्यः. शत्रुभ्यः संग्रहीतृभ्यः. This is the particular example of truch pratyaya. By looking at the forms, just saying shatru, it's not possible to say without pronunciation, for example, whether it is truch or trun. And even today I don't know pronunciation for these particular words, if it is done that precisely. In Vaidika systems, definitely. So in the chandas related recitations, definitely. But other than that, I don't think such difference it exists anywhere. Sware visheshaha. So eventually there is a difference between truch and trun, the swara related difference. The homework question today asks you to write one line meaning of these particular vartikas. I've already explained, but I've also written nyasa over here for those who want to go in more details. Agre gacchamaha, we'll take one more sutram, sorry, one more pratyaya and then stop. So we would like to take only ishnuch pratyaya, 3 sutras. Alankrui, Nirakrui, Prajanot, Pachot, Paton, Mada, Rucha, Patra, Pavrutu, Vrudhu, Sahachara, Ishnuch. So Ishnuch iti pratyaya, and then next two are in the Chandasi. So I'll do a hand waving in one minute and then we will stop today's discussion. So more important sutram over here is atra ishnuch pratyah vishishtanam dhatunam vishaye atra uchyate etesham sarvesham vishaye trun iti pratyah autsargika rupena prapnoti एतेषाम् अस्य अपवाद रूपेण इदानीम् इष्णुच् प्रत्ययः विधीयते. के एते धातवः तत्र आवली अपि दत्ता अस्ति. अलङ्कृय्, निराकृय्, प्रजन, उत्पच, उत्पत, उन्मद, रुच, अपत्रप, वृतु, वृधु, सहचर, इष्णुच् इत्येतेभ्यः धातुभ्यः इष्णुच् प्रत्ययः भवति. Nothing in the sutram, long list of dhatus. I hope all sutras are like that. So alankriyadibhyah dhatubhyah tachhiladishu kartrushu ishnuch pratyah bhavati. Alankarishnu, the one whose natural tendency is to decorate, one whose dharma is to decorate, or one who can do the beautification or decoration in a very skillful manner, flawless manner. So alankriyadibhya dhatubhya. So alankaroti, nirakaroti, gets rid in a skilled manner. Prajanishnuhu, utpachishnuhu. You can look at the meanings of all these words in the dictionary. Understand that anytime you write the vrittis of this, you have to say tat shilamasya, tat dharmasya, tat sadhukari ayam. अनेन प्रकारेणैव तत्र वृत्तिः लेखनीया. Unmadishnu, Rochishnu. Rochishnu is the entity which has a tendency of being liked, not the person who likes. So Devadattaya Amra Phalam Rochate. If you it's a very subtle point. If you say Devadattaya Amram Rochate, the karta of that Rochate is Amra and not Devadatta. Devadatta is a Sampradana. Rucharthanam Priyamanaha. So Devadattaya Amraphalam rochate. Atra Amraphalam iti karta. Atra kartuh nirdeshah anena pratyena krutah asti. So Rochishnu is the mango which is so sweet that it has the general tendency that people will like it. So for example, sweets, generally people like it. So it is sweet, madhuram asti, atah anyaihi prayah nityam rochate. That is its skill itself, or samyak rupena rochate. Tatra rochishnu iti shabdah bhavati. Apatrapishnu, vartishnu, vardhishnu. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, his what mudra, the political sign, it used to say Pratipachandra Lekheva Vardhishnur Vishwavandita. Vardhishnu, the one which has a tendency of growing, which has a natural habit of growing, like the Chandra of the Pratipada Tithi, which continuously grows till the Purnima. So Vardhishnu, Sahishnu, he has a natural tendency of tolerating something. Charishnu, and so on. So alankriyadibhya dhatubhya tachhiladishu kartushu ishnuch pratyaya bhavati. Same examples have been written in Kaumudi over here. Now, just 1 second. Now, there is a Vartikam given over here. Alankriyo mandanarthat yuchaha purva pratishedhen ishnuj vaktavyaha. We'll take this Vartika and then just two more sutras and then we will stop. So, atra kima kaha artha asti? There is a sutram over here. Krudhamandarthebhyascha. Iti atra sutram kinchit vidyate. By this sutram, there is a yucha dhatu given in the mandarthaka meaning. What is mandarthaka? It means to decorate, to beautify, to make something appear beautiful. So mandarthaka dhatu. Idanim pashyamaha. In this particular sutram, alankrui iti dhatuhu asti, tasya aneke arthaha santi. So one meaning is beautification, other meaning is to arrange, third meaning is probably to what, even I think shout is one of the meanings, if I remember correctly. But there are multiple meanings. One is to arrange, other is to beautify, third is to keep at proper place. So there are multiple meanings associated with this alankaroti. For the meanings other than beautification, so alankaroti means to decorate or to beautify. If you keep that meaning aside, then for other meanings you can definitely get ishnuch by this particular sutram. So there is no doubt about it. Alankrui iti dhatoho samyak sthapayati iti arthaha asti. Asmin arthe ishnuch iti pratyaya bhavati. Then there are other dhatus like bhusha and so on. For those dhatus, krudhamandarthebhyascha ityanena yucha pratyaya bhavati, because it is a mandarthaka dhatu. The problem comes when we have the alankrui dhatu in the mandarthaka sense. So alankrui iti dhatuhu asti. Ayam dhatuhu bhushanarthe prayujyate, to decorate iti asmi arthe prayujyate chet. Atra purva sutrena ishnuch pratyaya and parasutrena yuch pratyaya. So both of them are being given as apavada of truna. So purva sutrena ishnucha tad badhitva paratvat atra युच इति प्रत्ययः भवेत् कृधमण्डार्थेभ्यश्च इत्यनेन. So this is an example of vipratishedhe param karyam. There is a vipratished. What is the important condition in vipratished? Each of the sutras must have its own scope of operation. So alankrui ityasya vishaye decorate iti artham vihaya anyeshu artheshu ishnuch pratyah. So that's a separate scope of application. कृधमण्डार्थेभ्यश्च तत्र अलङ्कृ इति धातुं विहाय भूषय इति धातुः अस्ति. फॉर एग्जांपल तत्र कृधमण्डार्थेभ्यश्च इत्यनेन युच् प्रत्ययः भवति. So that's its own area of application. The conflict occurs when you take the अलङ्कृ धातु with the meaning of to decorate. तत्र विप्रतिषेधे परं कार्यम् इत्यनेन इष्णुच् इत्यस्य अपेक्षया युच् इति प्रत्ययः भवेत्. परन्तु अलं प्लस क्रुइ इत्यस्य विषये नित्यम् इष्णुच् प्रत्ययः एव इष्यते. अतः अत्र वार्तिककारेण वार्तिकं दीयते. अलङ्कृ, और दिस इज अ भाष्यवाक्यम्, आई थिंक, अलङ्कृयः मण्डनार्थात् एज कंपेयर्ड टू कृधमण्डार्थेभ्यश्च युच् विल still be preferred on the account of पूर्व विप्रतिषेध. So पूर्व विप्रतिषेध इत्युक्ते पूर्वं विद्यमानं सूत्रं तत्र प्रामुख्येन आगच्छति. अलङ्कृयः मण्डनार्थात् द्युचः पूर्व प्रतिषेधेन इति इष्णुज् वक्तव्यः. बेसिकली वन some way to justify the इष्णुज् प्रत्यय for अलं प्लस क्रुइ. So अलं प्लस क्रुइ इत्यस्य विषये नित्यम् इष्णुज् प्रत्ययः एव भवति इति अत्र अस्य वार्तिकस्य अर्थः. So अलङ्करिष्णुः can be used in all senses, including a one who can do the decoration or beautification properly. तत्र कृधमण्डार्थेभ्यश्च इत्यस्य अपवादत्वेन पूर्वप्रतिषेधेन अलङ्कृइ निराकृइ इत्येव सूत्रं प्रयुज्यते. इष्णुष् प्रत्ययः भवति. The next two sutras, Ranesh, Chandasi and Bhuvascha, are in the Vedic contexts. So let's just read it. ण्यन्ताद् धातोः छन्दसि विषये तच्छिलादिषु कर्तुषु इष्णुच् प्रत्ययः भवति. So in the Vedas, all the nich pratyant or ni pratyant dhatus will get the ishnuch pratyaya in the Vedas. ण्यन्ताद् धातोः छन्दसि विषये, not to be concerned in the Laukika Sanskritam. So then he gives the examples from the Vedas: Drushadam Dhareshnava, Virudha Pareshnava, and so on. And the next sutram Bhuvascha, पुनरेकवारं भू इति धातुः अस्ति. छन्दसि विषये तच्छिलादिषु कर्तुषु इष्णुच् प्रत्ययः भवति. So again this particular भविष्णु इति form वेदेषु दृश्यते. योग विभाग उत्तरार्थ, he could have combined them in छन्दसि भुवश्च, but he splits them because भुवश्च needs to go as an anuvrutti in the next sutram, so he prefers to keep it separate. So योग विभाग उत्तरार्थ चकारः अनुक्त समुच्चयार्थः. सो केचन अन्ये धातवः अपि सन्ति येषां विषये वेदेषु इष्णुच् प्रत्ययः तच्छिलादिषु भवितुम् अर्हति. सो चकारः अनुक्त समुच्चयार्थः भ्राजिष्णुना लोहचन्दनेन. सो भ्राजिष्णु इति अत्र रूपं भवितुम् अर्हति. कुत्रचित् उच्यते अयं चकारः अनुक्त समुच्चयार्थः लौकिक संस्कृतार्थम् अपि अस्ति. सो चकारः अनुक्त समुच्चयार्थः किमर्थं? लौकिक संस्कृते अपि कुत्रचित् अन्येभ्यः धातुभ्यः इष्णुच् प्रत्ययः भवति. सः तु तत्र तत्र प्रयोगम् अनुसृत्य एव स्पष्टीकर्तव्यः. This particular aspect is not in the bhashya, so he says न एतद् भाष्ये दृष्टम्. कौमुदीं पठामः. छन्दसि इत्येव भविष्णुः कथं तर्हि जगत्प्रभोः अप्रभविष्णुः वैष्णवमिति. So this bhavishnu word, even if it is derived only in the Vaidika context, you can actually see it being used in the literature. For example, it is there in Abhijnana Shakuntalam, it also in Uttar Ramacharitam, if I'm not mistaken. But bahushu sthaleshu asti भविष्णु इति शब्दः. So he gives an example. कथं तर्हि जगत्प्रभोः अप्रभविष्णुः वैष्णवम् इति अयं प्रयोगः साहित्ये कथं दृश्यते? And the answer is that poetic liberty. There is no other reason. Poets have made a mistake, but we are not skilled, or we are not we don't have enough authority to say that they have made a mistake. So nirangushaha kavayah. Sometimes you take poetic liberty. Typically we say api masho masham kurya chando bhangam na karyet. So anytime a poetic liberty is accept or doing some uh, interference with sutras of grammar is okay if it gives a proper chanda or proper usage in a poem. So Nirankushaha Kavya, this doesn't look like for the chanda because the whole word itself maybe one could replace it with a proper useful word, but this you have no other explanation, just that it is poetic liberty. Nirankushaha kavayaha. And then it says the same thing, chakara anukta samuchayartha bhrajishnu iti vrittihi evam क्षयिष्णु भ्राजिष्णु इति कुत्रचित् साहित्ये अपि दृश्यते, परन्तु अयं विषयः चकारः अनुक्त समुच्चार्थः इति विषयः भाष्ये न दृष्टः, सो नैतद् भाष्ये दृष्टम्। कः अर्थः प्रभविष्णु शब्दस्य? नाउ यू शुड बी एबल टू गेस दिस ऑन योर ओन। सो प्रभवति इति शीलम् अस्य, सः प्रभविष्णुः। सो जगत् प्रभुः again and again reincarnates himself, that's his habit, that's his style. Saha jagat prabhuh prabhavishnuh asti. Prabhavishnu, why it is I don't know. I tried to search for this particular reference. I found so many other references for bhavishnu, but I could not find precise this line. Maybe I don't know from where this particular line has come up. Anyway, so that completes the discussion of इष्णुच प्रत्यय अलंकृ निराकृ प्रजनोत्पचोत्पतोन्मादरुच्च पत्रपवृतु वृद्ध सहचर इष्णुच णेश्छन्दसि एंड भुवश्च। अत्र इष्णुच इति प्रत्ययः समाप्यते। श्वस्तन वर्गे अग्रे गच्छामः। ग्लाजिस्तश्चक्ष्णुः त्रसिगृ दिदृशिक्षिपे क्नुः शमित्यष्टाभ्यो गिनुण। लेट्स सी इफ वी कैन गेट सम ऑफ दीज सूत्रस इन टुमारो's क्लास। सो समापयामः गृहकार्यम्। अद्यतन वर्गस्य गृहकार्यं ताच्छीलिकेषु तृन् इष्णुच् प्रत्ययौ एकवाक्येन उत्तराणि लिखत, वन लाइन मीन आंसर्स। ताच्छीलिकेषु वासरूपविधिर्नास्ति, अस्य किं ज्ञापकम्, अनित्यत्वस्य किं ज्ञापकम्, ताच्छीलेषु इति कीदृशी सप्तमी, एंड सो ऑन। एंड देन वार्तिकानि स्पष्टीकुरुत, one line explanation and one line for example. Don't write paragraph after paragraph. Again, maybe I'll change this question and say vakya dvayena vartikani spashtikurut or ekavakyena vartikani spashtikurut, and so on. So please sign up. One quick note is that I have only given 5 days of deadline for this particular homework, because I would like to finish the homework discussion of sheet number 6 completely before moving to sheet number 7, which is Uttara Krudantaha. So let's finish the sheet number 6 and the homework discussion, and therefore we don't have much time. We need probably 3 or 4 more classes for finishing this particular 6th sheet, and then immediately after that we will take up homework also. So specifically for the homeworks for sheet number 6, there is only a 5-day limit, but homework usually takes only 30 to 35 minutes or less than that to answer all these. So while the material is fresh in your brain, please sign up, write down, and maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow you can submit. इत्यलं समापयामः। श्वः नियमितरूपेण कक्षा भविष्यति। परश्वः गृहकार्यस्य चिन्तनं नास्ति। There is no class on Saturday morning. We will discuss the गृहकार्य at a stretch after sheet number 6 is over. So my plan is to cover the entire sheet number 6, then discuss all the pending homeworks at a stretch. So that will naturally occur as a break between Purva Krudantas and Uttara Krudantas, because I don't want to give a break in the sessions, because it only washes out whatever has been taught, but I don't want to immediately jump on the Uttara Krudanta. Give some breathing space. So we will use that space for discussing all the pending homeworks. So after that, we will jump on the sheet number 7, that is Uttara Krudantaha. So समापयामः। श्वः नियमितरूपेण कक्षा भविष्यति। अष्टाध्ये जगन्माता यस्य चित्तात् समुत्थिता वेदानामुपकाराय तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। शब्द ब्रह्म समाराध्य कृतवान्यो विलक्षणं सर्वाश्चर्यमिदं शास्त्रं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। धन्यवादः।